Why do UK have a knife problem? Because we took the guns away. So everyone just stabs each other now instead. People are going to kill each other regardless. It's just the mass shootings that can be avoided. But at the same time, yeah, how is someone getting into a school with an assault rifle to do a mass shooting? That's retarded. How? In my school, you couldn't get in with anything that wasn't equipment or lunch or food. How can we avoid mass shootings? Avoid mass shootings, yeah? A school should be ultimately secure. Extremely tall walls. And extremely tall walls on the outside. You can't get in. Our schools are not locked in the US. My school, there was a big jail-like gate with guards, and they'd open it up and let you through. And then you'd go through these little barricades with ID, and they'd scan you. That's what it should be. You have a way to do that in fucking an airport. Do that in the schools. Let's be real. What's the harm? There's no harm in doing that. You'd treat them like prisoners. No, you wouldn't. They'd be more disciplined because it naturally breeds discipline to be in a place like that. And if anything, you just stop knives and guns going into school. It's worth it. It is worth it. It is 100% worth it not to have kids gunned down in schools. Mass security in schools. They should be as secure as a prison with none of the vibes. Just give the teacher a gun. Nah. Ugh. Mine had a fence all around it. Couldn't get out. Mine had big fencing and poles and walls, everything. Like, you couldn't escape the school. There was one hole where a guy used to let fucking pit bulls loose in our fucking playground. But that's it. That's the worst it got in our school. Every year, this guy would just let loose pit bulls in our fucking playground. And they just attack year sevens. And one time, I think a bunch of, like, gang guys, a couple of times, a bunch of gang guys got into school with baseball bats and stuff. But eventually, the security guards tackled them and got them out of there. But still, up the security, man. We're paying all our taxes for the schools. Start doing something with that money. Andre Menez versus Gilbert Burns. I said, Andre Menez is too big. We'll go with him. Where'd you go to school? Gotham? What do you mean? No, I went in like majority black neighborhood, so there was a bunch of crime. 40 billion to a Ukrainian Jew. I know, it's fucking ridiculous. 40 million to Ukraine, but can't stop a fucking school shooting in your own fucking place. You know why? And this is the saddest part about it. The people who preached it's sad about the school shootings, they want mass shootings because they want guns. They want to stop the guns in America and take away the guns in America, and they want the mass shootings. It's that simple, man. There's a need for chaos so you can take stuff away. There's a need for hate speech and racism so you can take words away. There's a need for violence so you can take freedom of weaponry and defense away. It's all that shit, bro. It's just how it is. They want it. Good thing mine off the books, yeah. I carry it college grounds. Fuck the law, mate. All right, then. Obviously, they have background checks and training, yeah. You can afford a whole military to go to a pointless war. But you can't employ one armed guard at a school just to stand by one entranceway into that school. There's one entrance into a school. You can't have one armed guard just there. He'd stop the guy coming in. Simple as that. Retired military police would guard schools in a heartbeat too. No idea why they don't do that. That'd be an easier shift, an easier job to them. You know what I mean? But there you go. They just don't do it. That would be where you could have a fat policeman. They've got all these fat cunt policemen on the streets trying to chase down people that they can't chase down. So they resort to shooting them at times, or resort to doing something worse to stop them. Why not have the fat ones fucking guard a school? You just got to sit by a fucking entry. Fucking retarded. I don't understand. We need high-test, expertly trained security guards, not old men. They were once trained highly, though, if the system is good. How many schools are there in California? Number of schools. Total number of schools in California. 10,000. $10,500 schools in California. For how many people? 39 million. You're telling me they can't afford to pay 10,500 people to have that job? It's retarded. You can afford that for sure. That's way too many to guard. It's not too many to guard. Not at all. No, it's not. They pay so much tax. We pay so much tax. Do something with the tax. I've never seen anything that my tax does. I've never seen anything that my tax does. Never. I never see roads done up. I never see anything like that. I never see anything that's done with tax at all. You can give 40 billion to Ukraine. You can't fucking use that money to set up a fucking trained guard at every school in America. Fucking retarded. There's so many things they waste money on. That we pay foreign aid to China. China is doing better than us. We pay billions in foreign aid to China. We can't set that up in schools. I'm not even from America, but I'm saying we're. America pays foreign aid to China. They're doing better than them. They pay foreign aid to Israel. They're doing better than them. Set up a fucking armed guard in a one entryway at every school in America with that money. Retards. In Australia, we just flush our tax down the dunny. Governments are a joke, I know. All across the board it is, but no one says anything. And if you come out saying stuff against government about their corruptness, you just get fucking all of a sudden a story comes out about you. Oh, wow, he did this to someone. An allegation has arose. That's just how it is. The only government that is based is the Taliban. Okay.